A kick is the intentional striking of the ball with the knee, lower leg, or foot. A place kick is a legal kick made while the ball is in a fixed position on the ground or on a kicking tee. No material or device may be placed on the ground to improve the kicker's footing. The ball may also be held in position on the ground or on a kicking tee by a place kick holder. A place kick can be used for a scrimmage kick, a kickoff, a free kick following a safety, or for a free kick following a fair catch or awarded fair catch.
Hi, I'm Zendejas, formerly with the Dallas Cowboys Philadelphia Eagles. Putting and place kicking are an important part of the team's success. The outcome of a lot of the games is riding on the skill of the punter or place kicker. Okay, here we go. We're going to practice a little bit of kicking from the middle of the field right now. And I just pulled up here and did some, dropped my ball, set up my kicking tee, set up the ball. Use a little holder, hold the ball for you. Come up here, warm up a little bit. Do no-step kicks. So I'm doing right here. Pretty much just to warm up your balance, control of your body and stuff like that. Then after you get a little bit more warmed up, then you can start doing a little jump, a little one-stepper. Just a one-stepper just to get going. You do about 10 kicks like that, maybe 15, depends on what your body feels like, what you're accustomed to kicking. And then that's pretty much what every normal kicker or any kicker does. Then you back up to almost where you line up to kick your regular kicks. And you go through a couple of the kicks just like that, same way. I'll put this ball right here. We went back again. Importance of no-step kick. The importance of just a little one-hopper kick. We did that, as you can see that. Concentration of the steps. That's very, very important, because if you're aiming different places, it's going to be wrong. You're going to hit it that way. Main thing is, again, going through here, going through the whole form, you focus on what you want to do here. Your plant foot always has to be facing where the ball is going to go. If my plant foot's facing this way, I'm hooking the ball this way. My plant foot's this way, I'm going to undercut it and go this way. The next thing is you cannot go wrong on is your uppercut, and that's where you get your height. Straight up uppercut, follow through. Guess what guess what your kicking leg does. I'm going to go here on the side. The kicking leg does is it sweeps the ball, and then it keeps going. Straight where? Straight down the line, right where you want to go. You want to go right straight down. If this plant foot faces this way, like I was saying right here, guess where my follow through is going to be? Straight down my foot. So where am I going? I'm going to the left side of the pole. Then you concentrate. You're really not going to kick very many balls of, realistically game situations. As you can see, I'm taking my time setting the ball because now I'm really concentrating how I want the ball. If I want it straight up and down, sideways, whatever. And when you get a holder, that's what you actually do. You tell them how you want the ball. It'll tilt or you don't. So you can see as I put my plant foot, I know where I'm going. We have a rope here that tells me exactly where I'm going. Realistically, I don't have to look at the goalpost. If I know I can keep the ball anywhere here or there of the line, I'm fine. The ball's going to stay inside with those goalposts. So you take your steps back, you measure, you look again. The best thing is I always use this. I can see back there, and I can see maybe a guy, make sure he's sitting down. A guy with the popcorn or hot dogs or whatever. That's your aiming point. It's not the whole goalpost you're aiming at. Just the guy in the middle of the goalpost. That's kind of what you go. You measure your steps. I go 2 and then half in. Now I'm back again to where I was warming up earlier. Your whole concentration here is where you're planning, where you're hitting, and where you want the ball. Remember, you're already looked at the guy you're going to kick. You know the line's right there. You don't have to actually have a line. Visualize it yourself. You can go the same way, and then you go same. Profit and just kick it. If you do that over and over, you'll never really miss. The only way you can be is short, and here we're not that far that we won't be short. It's just being able to kick the ball how you want to kick it and what you want to do with it. Again, I'll do another one. 3 steps. And the steps are very crucial because that's the steps. You don't want to overstride it. You don't want to understride it because you'll be crowding the ball. But to me, it's a 3 steps, short, regular steps. Something I can do with my eyes closed. Something I can do with just, without thinking about it. I go 1, 2, 3. Some people are taller than me or shorter. Their steps, they might end up over here or they might end up over here. and then they go on. But that's just based on what you're used to doing. Here's mine. Back of my heel always points where I want the ball to be put on. Some people like to put in where my toe is, and then I mark my steps. I've done it too many years this way that I can't change this other way. So my heel is where I want the holder to put the ball in. Then I measure 1, 2, 3. Line up again. I pick the guy over there with the popcorn or whatever, and then you go 1, 2 and a half. Then you're set, ready to go. Your knot is the whole thing is the holder, the snapper, and the holder work for you. So when you're ready, you always just, whatever you want to do to your holder, he's going to look at you, go, ready? You're ready anytime. The holder, the snapper does whatever the holder tells him to do, and at that point, your whole main thing is just kicking the ball down. So you're concentrating here, and it's just going. It's just the main thing. Well, as we just saw right now, we just did the middle of it. Now I'm going to throw you a little curve here, and a lot of you all kind of a little scared about this. Is kicking from the hash marks. We're going to go down here, and what I use the rope. It's a simple thing to do. You just go down there, you bring the rope the same way, you line up, and you put the rope right here. You make sure if you put the rope straight, you know you're going to be aiming straight. So that's the whole thing. You lay down the rope, you're set up the same way you go through here. Take your time on doing this, because guess what? Wherever you go and wherever you line this up, that's where you're going to be kicking. So you do want to teach yourself a lot of, directional kicks and stuff like that. So you line them up the right way, you're going to do very good. Again, we just did the same thing as what we did over there. What did we talk about? We talked about 1, 2, 3, your steps. 1, 2 and a half, your steps. I know you're saying, well, wait a minute. We're in the left hash. How can you be doing the same thing? Well, you're going down the rope again. You can go the same way. You can go like this. 1, 2, 3. Guess what? Earlier, our football field was going direction this way. In my mind, my football field goes directly this way now with the rope being in the middle. I'm still kicking from the middle of the field in my field. So I'm marking the same steps. You can go based on rope, and then you can use your fingers. You can always go like this. You know you're aiming. You know you're aiming right here. See how I corrected? I'm over here aiming wrong. You aim right here. Look. So which way you take your steps? You take your steps where your thumb is at. It's exactly. You just go the same way. But if anything else, you're kicking from the middle. You mark, again, you mark your steps. You don't have to do anything. What we did in the middle of the field, just showed you earlier, it was 1, 2, 3. Mark your steps, pick the person back there. Now you know you're not going to get the person that you were picking earlier, because now he's off center from the middle of the field. So you go over and pick something else in the middle of the field directly with this rope right here. Again, 3 steps, 1, 2 and a half for me. Same way as what I did over there. 3 steps, 2 and a half. Except my steps, remember, now here's your difference. Here's your steps, here's your measurement. My steps from the middle of the field, if you watch what I'm doing, it goes from this foot being here directly. See how the rope goes directly like this? This is from this hash. Earlier from the middle was what? It was directly from here. So guess what my steps will be going this way. It's not that way anymore. This is the left hash is going to go like this. Remember we talked about the plant foot being that much on, that much off, that much to the right? That's exactly the same thing here. You're not moving very much. Now, you aim straight, guess what your body automatically going to do? Measure your steps that way. Just like this. 1, 2, a little half. You're going to feel like, wow, I'm closer to the ball. You're not. You are the same distance as you were in the middle. You're going to feel like you're closer to the player that it's right in front of you, because you're the same distance, 3 back, 2 and a half this way, but you feel like you're closer because you're in an angle. Here's what you concentrate is mostly on kicking the ball. Your plan for your following through. Boom. Then you hit it. You go through the whole thing. It's over and over. You did that from the middle of the field. You did this from the left of the hash. Now we're going to go over and take you down to the right of the hash, because we just did it right there on the left. So you bring your rope mentally. If you're doing mentally, then you're bringing your rope. You're mentally thinking about it. Again, concentrate a lot on this rope right here, because that's how you want your plant foot. That's how you want your follow through. Again, here you set up over and over. You're going to repetition over and over what Chewy just did from the middle of the field, from the left of the hash and from the right of the hash. You put your foot down, you count your steps, 1, 2, 3. You line it up, you go straight down. Your fingers are going down there, so you know you're going to go 1, 2.5. Guess what happens? You feel like you're further out to the ball, but you're not. You concentrate on the same thing. You pick your spot. You're ready to go. You can't go wrong. Concentrate on the plant foot, follow through, and kick the ball. Boom. Then you go through the whole thing. Same thing over and over. Make sure you exaggerate and practice about keeping the ball, kicking the ball, keeping your head down, and then going. Because realistically, you shouldn't even have to look at the goalpost. If you hit the pole, the ping's going to hear it go ping. If you don't, somebody will tell you boo or yes. So the main thing is you teaching, of concentrating, of putting the ball, your steps, your plant foot, and guess what? The main thing at the end result is your celebration. Just saying, yeah, you know what? This is easy. Any kid can do this. Anybody can do this. Line up and kick the ball. Just boom.